me over right back at the end.
When's the last time you were afraid? I haven't been afraid a day in my life.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats, head held high, I haunt these streets, lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. Knock me down 6 feet deep, one more round, no reprieve. Lies kill me 100,000 times. You can try, but the dead don't die. In the mirror, no reflection. Another day, just another resurrection. Where's the glory? Just another story. I won't be the ending that was written for me. And I'm never running, so try it again. Starting me over right where it began.
It's pretty boring, isn't it? This existence. Might as well not take fear off the table.
The dead don't die, the heart still beats. You can try, but the dead don't die.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be our visitors taking on the Buffalo Bills. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys have played well in their 2 playoff wins, but they've got a tall task here on Championship Sunday. Across from him, his counterpart, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His guys back in the AFC Championship. And this time they have Bills Mafia with them, and they're going to need him if they plan on punching. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC Title Game. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Allen. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 45.
On play action, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now, because it leads to a couple of snaps per game. We just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. This guy, he is hard to corral.
Stroud sets up the play action. As it completes to Jackson Smith and Jigba. 16 more on that one and another first down.
That's another first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there. Heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, take that dagger play, take that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
They need 12 here. It's third down. Stroud to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. Result is a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And able to get this out to the 25. Now Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 3rd and 3.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Results
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And it's third down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
It's fourth down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
At the 28-yard line.
Getting the ball is Cook, running left. Broken tackle. And he's going to have it Bills first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Allen now looks to throw. They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Allen running the option to the left. Fights through it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Cook up the gut. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw, it's Allen. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Defended by Jalen Petrie.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills have taken the lead. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Stroud looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over first and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Throwing now is Allen. Pressure comes and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. Shakir hauls it in. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
And a big gain still ways to go, though. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Stroud. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Fair catch.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's Allen. Over the middle, a catch by Coleman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. AFC Title Game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Has his man, it's Shakir. Here's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And again, it's Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 43 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill every camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He'll complete this one to Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's another first down.
Stroud. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. The throwing again is Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. That's taken in by Arroyo. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A 34-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. So halftime now here on Sunday night primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Going out wide, finds Chubb. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and less.
Stroud keeps it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
A gain of 1 yard. And a 1st down.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb, 27 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
He's on his way. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 78 yards. And the Bills have broken the tie.
big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Visitors 13.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They were bouncing their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Second down, here's Chubb again. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Stroud out of the gun here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken right on the 30. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" Because here they come.
Now Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To the air, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 18. And the Bills first down.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Allen to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Henry To'oTo'o able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
To throw, it's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now in Buffalo, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. Stroud looking to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Throwing now is Stroud. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot him at the 44.
A 7-yard gain. Complete to Nick Chubb.
Stroud to throw it. Throw to the middle is taken in by Dell.
Complete to Tank Dell. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. And Stroud now to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Noel from 3 yards out And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 6. Allen. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Azeez Al-Shaair in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Now Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Stroud. That's over the middle into the hands of Noel. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Second and 6.
Stroud working out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7 results in a first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So first and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Stroud on the slant. Here's Smith and Jigba. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Complete to Jalen Noel. First and goal.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Noel with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
Fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, but we found out so far. 2 touchdowns in here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Allen and the Bills now down by 4, 1:54 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. This one complete to Coleman. Here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
3-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here we go. This is 4th down. Throwing, Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. So now it may look bleak, but this one not over. They do have all 3 timeouts.
Even at this point on the field, where it looks like, you're really backed up, hold them to a field goal. That's the mantra right now. You hold them to a field goal, you still got a chance to take care of business on the other end. But you're right, the 3 timeouts are going to be key. How well they use them to preserve clock as well as stopping them, that's the key to giving them a chance to win.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. But you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
As they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you can hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. He's going to let it fly. And It's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.